In episode 2, I talked about the iconic audio effect known as fuzz, and we explored a variety of guitar pedals to get that sound. However, there are other types of dirt pedals as well that can have a whole range from clean, transparent volume boost up to slightly warm, gritty overdrive, then searing distortion, and the harshly clipped sounds of fuzz. In this video, we're going to go full throttle and jump warp speed into the effects known as overdrive and distortion.
Wait! What happened? Where are they? I don't know, sir. They must have hyperjets on that thing.
First, let's look at the science of overdrive, distortion, and fuzz effects to understand the difference between them. To illustrate the concepts, I'll be using the Mooer Black Secret, which is a clone of a classic effect pedal, the ProCo RAT. This circuit can run a wide range from clean volume boost up to overdrive, distortion, and even verging on fuzz, so it'll help us see the difference between these sounds and how they're formed. For each sample, I'm simply going to play the open D string of my flat-mounted Darios on my Squier Stratocaster using the middle pickup. A transparent boost amplifies the signal without flattening, compressing, or changing the overall shape of the waveform. This is more or less what happens when you increase volume without adding any gain. So what's the difference between volume and gain? Both increase the amplitude of the signal, but volume does this after the signal has already passed through the circuit, so it basically just makes the sound louder without altering the tone. Gain, on the other hand, is the ratio between volume at the input and at the output. So to think of it another way, the input signal gets boosted before being processed, and that causes the waveform to actually change due to diodes, transistors, and other components that cause effects like compression or clipping. Distortion circuits tend to crank the gain and sharply alter the signal, often into pointy, sawtooth-like waveforms. Just as the buzzsaw-shaped waveform implies, this can get you sharper, more cutting sound, good for hard rock, heavy metal, and searing solos. If distortion is pushed to the point of steep, almost vertical waveforms and abruptly clipped peaks, then you've reached fuzz territory, which often looks like a square wave pattern. Cranked all the way up has caused steep amplitude curves that are clipped at the top, creating some nearly square wave patterns that impart a quality right at the borderline between fuzz and distortion. This makes RAT-style pedals a perfect pairing for hard, almost grungy rock sounds. Let's take a look at how other overdrive and distortion circuits alter the signal and tone. Let's start with a pedal that creates very little distortion, also known as a boost. The Dolamo D-8 overdrive is a rebranded version of the Kaleen Highwayman, which is a clone of the Xotic RC Boost. This pedal goes from a very transparent volume boost up to a slight touch of warmth and growl imparted by low-gain overdrive. One nice feature of it is the tone shaping you can do via the bass and treble knobs, allowing you to boost either of those or alter both to accentuate the mid-range frequency or to scoop the mids. Next up is the Mimidi Noisy Guy, which gives a classic overdrive sound and appears to be based on the Ibanez Tubescreamer circuit. First, let's crank the volume all the way up to see that we get quite a bit of volume boost over the clean signal. And at maximum gain, there's more of a sawtooth shape, but it's still far more rounded than the RAT was. And you can hear that in the smooth but heavy tone, such as was featured in She Bangs the Drums by the Stone Roses. Check out the very affordable Plexion Plexi-style pedal by Keytars. This clone, based on the Crunchbox circuit, aims to get the Plexi sound, which refers to the plexiglass-fronted Marshall amps of the late 60s, and this sound remained a staple of classic rock in the 70s and 80s. As you can see, maxing the volume gives a significant boost to the signal, but quickly fades. Turning up the gain significantly boosts the crunch and the sustain. maximum gain, it has steep, slightly rounded curves that are close to fuzz territory, and this makes that crunchy sound for which it's known. Finally, let's go nuts with a ludicrous amount of distortion imparted by the high gain sounds of the heavy metal influenced Holy War pedal. Here's what it sounds like with the gain only at noon. And at full gain, there's quite a bit of jagged, cutting sawtooth distortion and sustain. There's also low boost and high boost modes, which accentuate the low frequencies or high frequencies accordingly.
What the hell was that?
As you can see, there's a wide variety of dirt pedals that range in tone from transparent boosts all the way up to searing distortion and crunchy fuzz. Chasing that perfect tone can be both maddening and addictive, but one thing I know for certain is that you definitely need at least one of these pedals on your board. You can find links to buy them in the video description below, and you can also find a link to a free raffle in which I'll be giving away this Keytars Holy War heavy distortion pedal.